Hi Malik, my
All
name is
right.
Caitlin.
Hello, Caitlin.
Thank you so much for this opportunity today. You have
Yes.
a beautiful facility
Oh,
here.
no problem. Thank you for being here and sharing your time with us.
Yeah, I just want to start off by giving you my resume, so you have it.
This looks wonderful. Okay, besides what's on your resume, see you have a lot here, very impressive. Can you tell me a little bit about yourself?
Yeah, so I recently graduated from the Ithaca College DPT program.
Great program.
Yeah, it's amazing. Gorgeous up there. And I originally grew up in a small town in Connecticut.
Okay.
And
Where in Connecticut?
Old Lyme, Connecticut.
Okay.
Very small on the shoreline. But yeah, so I went to Ithaca College. While I was there, I did about 4 clinical affiliations.
Mm-hmm.
2 of them were at an outpatient orthopedic facility.
Mm-hmm.
One of them was in pediatrics, and I did one in a inpatient senior living home.
And which one did you like the best?
Definitely the pediatrics one. Definitely the most fun.
All right. And can you tell me a little bit more about why you're interested in this position?
Yeah, well, like I just said, I really love pediatrics. I think it's really fun working with kids. I actually grew up about only 30 minutes from this facility, so I kind of want to go back to my roots, be back
Stay
home.
in the area.
Yeah, exactly.
Mm-hmm.
And, I just, Pete's offered so many different, fun challenges for me. Like I said, I did the other 3 clinicals, but it seemed like, this really clicked for me, and I really interacted with my patients more. It's just, I really like your facility because you'd have, I noticed you do a lot of research, and I think that's amazing because you can excel and do, look at new things and kind of stuff like that. You also have aquatics and a beautiful facility, like I said. It's also really awesome that you have a sports activities
We
department.
get those kids involved.
Yeah,
and keep them running around.
and I was always really involved in sports, so I really, it's really good to see that you guys are doing that. So I think it's important just to have that whole aspect. You have the sports, the pediatrics. I know you work a little bit with cerebral palsy, some neuro stuff.
A little bit of everything.
Yeah, exactly.
We'll keep
And
you
I think
challenged.
that's really great for me because it allows me to grow and learn a bit more about certain things. So yeah.
Can you tell me a little bit about your strengths and weaknesses?
Yeah, so I think my weaknesses would, I'd probably start with saying that I just have very limited experience. I mean, I did do the 4 clinicals, but like I said, I haven't had, this would be my first job, and I just, so I would definitely like to have the more experience, but not having the experience gives me the open-mindedness and willingness to try new things and look at new things.
Career, so.
Yeah, exactly. The ability to grow, like I said. And then I would probably say another weakness would be sometimes I can be shy around new people. But working with children, I feel like they're similar in that case, so it kind of accommodates well. And then just documentation, getting used to a new program that I would use or whatever facility, if you're paper or electronic kind of thing like that. And then for my strengths, I think I'm really passionate about working with my patients. I really want to see them excel. I want to see them happy, healthy. And it's really important to me that, they're noticing that they are progressing through it. And one of the main things with working with kids that I really love is being creative and flexible. And, each day is different. You have to think of new activities to do with them. And so I just really find that really fun. That's the best part of it. And I really want to learn more. I want to further my education. And I think that desire to learn is good.
So I see you talk about your patients progressing. Can you tell me where you see yourself in 3 to 5 years?
Yeah, in 3 to 5 years, I definitely want to first of all keep learning, going to continued ed courses so I can learn more about stuff like that, help my patients, help myself. I would really like to be at a good job, of course, preferably here. Something secure and that I love going to work each day. In about 5 years, I probably would hope that I could settle down, be married, have kids of my own. Because I think, if I had kids of my own, that would even give me a whole different perspective on the career field.
Correct.
So I could relate to almost like, I could relate to the parents and the family members a little bit more, and that would give me some more insight. So I think that would be
That's pretty
great.
Cool. Can you tell me about any challenging situations you've had with patients, or how you went about dealing with that?
I think one of the challenging experiences I had when I was out on clinical, I was at my pediatrics facility in Georgia, and I struggled because it was basically my first week there, and I haven't really worked with peds very much, and so I had a patient that came in. He was an 8-year-old boy with cerebral palsy, and I didn't really know much about it. So I kind of just, I saw in advance that he was coming in, did as much research as I could to try to relate to him a little more. I discovered that like a big thing for cerebral palsy is like working with balance and giving them the independence they need. And so what I did when he came in was, he was shy, just like I said I am, so that made it a little easier because we were both quiet. But I started him off with just like a 2-foot balance. And when he was ready, I asked him when he wanted to advance to the next thing to give him like that independence. And then I asked him, I got to know him a bit more of his hobbies. And then I wanted to incorporate like a touch into the balance, so he would have to be like a little bit of coordination with it. And I asked him what he really liked, and he talked about baseball a lot. So I went and I printed off a couple team logo things and put them on a piece of paper, and he would have to like touch the ones he likes and not the ones he doesn't. And so it was challenging because I wasn't really familiar with the diagnosis.
But you're able to adapt.
Yeah, and I learned, and it was better it helped him, made him more comfortable, and it was really helpful for me because I got to learn more about it. So that was awesome. Yeah.
Okay. So are there any specific patients that you see yourself liking to work with?
Well, clearly I love peds. I really like working with children. I just find them very exciting and but challenging at the same time. Each day, like I said, is a new experience, and they give me the chance to learn from them, so I can learn, and then I can try to help them as best they can. And I was a camp counselor back when I was younger, and just working with kids was like the most fun for me. And I would just waking up each day wanting to go to work is what I would really love. So.
Okay. Well, great job, and I really appreciate all of your input and everything that you told me today. Do you have any more questions for me or the facility?
Yeah, I think I would just, I'd like to know what you love most about this facility.
What I love most is just the different amount of patients that we see, and just being able to help everybody. These people coming in, they do need the help, and they are appreciative of everything that we do for them. So just being there and able to provide that stimulus to their life is just great. And
that's awesome. Yeah.
And we're looking forward to you joining the team.
Oh, well, that would be great.
All right.
Do you have a business card that I could have just for future contact?
There you go.
Thank you very much.
And my office number and my cell number is there, so you can let me know if there's any other questions that you have. So.
Thank you very much.
All right. Have a great day.